In the year 2600 BC, a woman was buried in such splendor that would forever change what we thought we knew about power and death. This gold has not seen sunlight in 4,000 years. It rested in darkness while empires rose and fell, while languages died, while the very name of its owner was forgotten. And then, in 1928, a British archaeologist lifted it from the earth, and the queen who wore it spoke again. Her name was Pu-Abi. Her jewelry is now in the British Museum. She is not. To understand Pu-Abi, you must first understand her world. Ur was not a village. It was one of the greatest cities on earth, a metropolis of the Sumerians, the people who gave us writing, the wheel, and the first cities. Around 2600 BC, tens of thousands lived here, beneath the shadow of a towering ziggurat that climbed toward the heavens. This was a civilization of astonishing wealth. Gold from Anatolia, lapis lazuli carried 2,000 miles from Afghanistan, carnelian from the Indus Valley. Ur sat at the center of the ancient world, and somewhere within its palaces lived a woman of extraordinary power. We know her name because she told us herself. On a cylinder seal of pure lapis lazuli found upon her body were carved 3 signs, Pu-Abi, and beside her name, a title, Nin, Queen. Not the wife of a king, a queen in her own right. She was around 40 years old when she died, short, even by the standards of her time, but buried with a magnificence reserved for royalty. Strontium in her teeth suggests she may not have even been born in Ur. Who was she, truly? A native ruler? A foreign princess? We may never know. But we know how the people of Ur said goodbye to her. And that farewell is one of the most haunting discoveries in all of archaeology. In the late 1920s, the archaeologist Leonard Woolley uncovered something extraordinary beneath the sands of Ur, a vast cemetery. Most graves were simple, but 16 of them were different. Woolley called them the royal tombs. These were stone chambers, filled with treasures beyond imagination. Golden helmets, harps inlaid with shell and lapis, the famous standard of Ur, vessels of silver and gold. Pu-Abi's tomb was among the richest ever found, and remarkably, it had never been robbed. Her body lay on a wooden bier, draped in a cloak of thousands of beads. Gold, silver, lapis, carnelian. But as Woolley dug deeper, he realized Pu-Abi was not buried alone. In the chamber in the sloping pit beside Pu-Abi's tomb, Woolley found them. 74 bodies. Soldiers in copper helmets, still holding their spears. Women in elaborate headdresses of gold and lapis. Musicians, their hands resting near their silver and golden lyres. Oxen and the wooden carts they had pulled. They were arranged with care, in neat rows, lying as if asleep. There was no sign of violence, no panic. Woolley believed they had walked into the pit willingly, dressed in their finest, perhaps drinking something from the small cups found beside each of them, and then lay down to die so they could serve their queen in the next world. For 4,000 years, they remained beside her, a court that chose the dark rather than a life without her. For decades, Woolley's vision held a peaceful, willing sacrifice. But modern science has complicated the story. CT scans of 2 skulls from the cemetery revealed something darker, evidence of blunt force trauma. Perhaps the attendants were not simply drugged into sleep. Perhaps the final act was swifter and less gentle than Woolley imagined. We will likely never know if they walked in with hope or with fear, whether it was devotion, duty, or coercion. But one truth remains, undeniable across 40 centuries. When Pu-Abi died, an entire world chose, or was chosen, to go into the dark with her. Today, Pu-Abi's golden headdress rests behind glass in the British Museum. Visitors pass it every day, often without pausing. But now you know. You know the city she ruled, the wealth she commanded, and the 74 souls who followed her into silence. Her jewelry is still here. She isn't. But her echo remains. If this video made you feel the weight of a death meant to echo into eternity, that is what we are here for. Next week, we return to Ur, but this time, not to a tomb, but to the words of the woman who gave voice to the gods. Her name was Enheduanna, daughter of an emperor, high priestess of the moon, and the first author in human history whose name we know. She signed her poems 4,300 years ago. Subscribe so you don't miss it. And if you want to go deeper, the sources, the behind-the-scenes 3D renders, the full academic bibliography. The link to Patreon is in the description. I'm your narrator. This has been Echoes of Civilization.